So inflation though, what does that got to do with the damn job market? Well, I don't even understand how they correlate.
Bruh, man. And they ran the trick on us again.
What?
With the gas, man. What was gas before? So if everybody sits on their ass for, 2 years?
Yeah.
Man, that means we got to recoup that money.
They done made their money still.
So guess what? If we go from 275 and then we go to 450 and then we come back down to 350, we just happy that it ain't at 450 no more, but they almost went up $1.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So the inflation is going to make it where, and it's going to tie into real estate because with inflation, the rental market as well.
Yeah.
So now, guess what else is being lifted? The eviction moratorium. So everybody that was living rent free, landlords that had these rental properties and people weren't paying rent, it's going to be almost 4 million people they're predicting in this last quarter that's about to get evicted. So with that eviction on your record, where you going?
See that?
Where you going? So now the cost, first of all, we don't know if you're going to be able to keep your job. The cost to drive is more expensive. The cost for food is more expensive. So now we talking about you might not have a place to live.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? And now you have these programs like Bank of America saying, "Hey, we got this 0 down payment thing."
What was that all about?
Look at the fine print, okay? And this is a part of that emotion.
Come to find out that fine print wasn't that fine.
Come on. so we talking about emotional intelligence. They love to play on the fact that we are emotional.
Yeah.
Emotions are good. We spiritual people, so it's good to have emotions, but be in tune. Now let's break it down. So somebody says we're gonna give you a loan with no down payment, no closing costs, no minimum max. Oh, sign me up. Oh, sign me up. Sounds cool. Now they're going to run this out, and I think in 5 cities, Charlotte, Detroit, Dallas, LA, and Miami, I think. So they're going to be trial runs. Now, let's talk about Bank of America and Wells Fargo and their history of predatory lending and discrimination. Yeah. So the optics look like they're doing this for Black and brown people. But what are they saying? Are they saying that this is specifically for Black and brown people? No. They're saying that it has to be in neighborhoods, so-called low income neighborhoods. Now in Atlanta, what's the West End considered?
It's supposed to have been low income, but hell, the houses cost $500,000.
But who's
now
living over there? So who's really going to be able to get the money? Is it going to be people that look like us, or is it going to be another way that people that are helping to gentrify this get the money? You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's not tied to a nation or a race of people. That's why I don't like that race thing. You see what I'm saying? Because they can't do it, because then somebody else will say you discriminating against them. Yeah. But if they say per locale, then they can, now you getting other people coming to play on the money that's supposed to be for us. Yeah. And that's why I got to get on this soapbox and say, I don't care if you're a part of the LGBTQ community, or if you're a Muslim, or if we got to find a way to be a lot more collaborative. Damn right. You see what I'm saying? Because the whole point is, if we're working together economically, we can lobby and get a lot of this stuff done, a lot of these laws and stuff changed, and where it impacts us solely. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But we're so siloed to where it's like, I don't feel comfortable around this person because they're in this subgroup. Who cares? Exactly. Who cares?
Okay, so now what about this student loan forgiveness, man? Because they threw that out there at us too, man.
They doing a lot before the election. Yeah. So let's understand that a lot of this is for the election. So on the surface, you know, I think you get 10,000 if you did not get the Pell Grant, and 20,000 if you did. And a lot of that Pell Grant went to people that was so-called under a certain threshold, low income, low to medium income people. So that's why the delineation between that.
Yeah.
I think this last quarter they're going.
So are they saying that because I got the Pell Grant in college, I'm probably still poor now? Is that what they trying to let me know?
Well, it don't matter. In this case, let them think whatever they want to think.
No, I'm taking all the money, but I don't like that. Don't be calling me poor 20 years after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, 20 is gonna go a long way for a lot of people.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
it.
So yeah. So now we don't know the terms yet on how they're gonna look at who qualifies for it and all that stuff as far as like the application and all that. We're gonna learn a little bit more of that this fourth quarter of the year. But on the surface, it's better than nothing. So we can, we can, be a little happy about that.
What are the pros and cons of it, though, man?
Well, I would say the pros is you making some money, but the cons is typically anytime they give something out that's blanketed like this, is usually like a bunch of stipulations that go with if you've been filing your damn taxes or some shit. It's gonna be some fine print, something in there. You see what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be come one, come all. We know that.
Yeah.
So we just kind of waiting on the fine print before we can go high or low on this one at all.
Okay.